Hello and welcome. My name is Timo and today I want to introduce you to the Digital Decoration Player. The goal of an 8-year journey from me with the digital decoration. About me, my name is Timo Fischer. I'm 25 years old. I'm a technical advisor in a small company here in Germany. As I'm from Germany, I hope you understand my English and forgive me when I don't speak out some things not correctly. I was first introduced to Halloween in my childhood. We were on holidays every year on Halloween, and with friends and families together we make funny faces and pumpkins and do a little night wandering, and that was all very funny. So Halloween was something very cool for me in the childhood. So let's jump to the year 2015. I do an apprenticeship as a mechatronics technician, and therefore I can't go with my family again to the holidays on Halloween, so I need to stay home. And I found in that year a video on YouTube where a boy pranks his girlfriend with a hologram ghost. So I was very fascinated by this technique, and I first thought that was CGI, and as you might know, no, it's not CGI, that's real, or kind of real. And there, in this year, I had the first contact to this big firm, AtmosFX. In the year 2015, I started right away with AtmosFX then. I used the construction site of a house from my girlfriend back then, and yeah, it was a quite fine scenery, and I have 2 windows, and when we look that in a schematic way, it looks something like that. So we have a very large window with something in the middle, and then something like a door. Okay, and now my opinion was, okay, I have lots of videos from AtmosFX, and I want that the windows are switching, so the right window is active and the left window is active. Yeah, so I cut a little project on my video editor where it starts with a video, then 30 seconds break, then video, 30 seconds break, and so on. And for the second window, I start with the break, then the video, then the break, then the video. So the window will switch. However, what I don't expected at that moment or for the night was that the videos aren't as long as each other. So one video is 13 seconds long, one is only 15 seconds long, and on that way the timeline, and I don't compare them in the beginning, looks more like that. And so it happens that sometimes for 30 seconds nothing even happens, and that was not so funny for me, because we were in a street where not so many children come for Halloween, and when there was a break with so long duration, it happened that children only walked by and didn't see what we even do. Okay, so the year 2016 came, and I want to do everything better. First of all, for my opinion was, I want that the ghost can switch between windows, and the second one was AtmosFX has lots of sets on English, and I asked them if I can translate them into German. So I cut a video, and that was my video project back then. So lots of timelines, and you can see here how I did it at that place. So here 2 lines are one window, and here you see something like a switch where a ghost is in one window from here to here, then came to the next window, and then to the next window. And if we cut this video correctly, it should look like this. So the girl is on the top and then switch to the bottom window. So you see the videos need to run very in sync. And on that way you need to press play on every PC at the same time. So one of my friends built a mobile app, the VLC controller, and then I use the VLC media player and connect them with my mobile app, and then I can press play on every laptop. That worked quite fine in this year, and it was my first experience with some technology like that. 2017, the next generation of the app was released, this time from another friend of mine. And he built a server in the middle because the server is much faster than my mobile phone. So in the year 2018, I go on with the project and put even more AtmosFX animations inside, and I began coloring the windows switches or the groups. So here the orange thing is one ghost, then the red is another ghost. So I can see how or where clips are depending on each other. So you see now two identical laptops, and if you press play on two identical laptops within 1 hour video, we will find out that after 1 hour the video is slightly out of sync, maybe 1 second. That is because the hardware sometimes skip a frame or sometimes a little bit slower, and that's okay, because when we look a video and it's 1 hour and 1 second, we don't see that. But in our case, when we want to switch from one window to another window, every second is a second too much. So we need to be exactly. 2019, I didn't have a solution for the problem. I only do much more animations in my 1 hour show. This was the project at that time, and you see here are the pumpkins and here are the windows, here's the front side of my, and there was lots of movement, and I think I worked 2 weeks cutting every year only for this show. So after 2019, 2020 comes, and with that Corona. And so everyone had slightly more time in some situations. And that was the same for me. I've had a lot of time, so I translated a lot of things from English into German, so from the AtmosFX videos. And also I thought about a solution for my sync problem. And the solution was the mesh player. So what is the mesh player? First of all, give your projects a cool fancy name, mesh player. And the idea of the mesh player was that you put a lot of Raspberry Pis into a mesh network, and that they are syncing the videos which you gave them with a USB stick on their own. I think that idea is till today a very good idea. However, the problem is that you still need to cut this video, and if I want to release these Raspberry Pis that are not only were going very expensive in the year 2020, but also not every one of you can cut videos. So it is only for a small group, which the solution is for. Okay. 2022, I moved out from my parents' house to my first apartment, and I was in the first floor, and you might notice the old show for me doesn't fit. Then I thought about, hey, it's maybe a little bit lots of work to cut 9 videos with 1 hour duration. So I look at the AtmosFX videos and I thought, hey, how are that videos are built up. From here, the spirits scene, from phantasms, you might see from second 1 to second 7, the ghost floating from left to right, from 9 to 16, from right to left, 19 to 23, from the left to right, and so on. And that information you can write now in a table. And then, or make a list. It's maybe more exactly what you do. And say, okay, ghost A is in that video from that second to that second and move from left to right. And that you're doing now with all AtmosFX videos. And yes, that's a lot of videos. And then my thought was, hey, we can build something like a show creator who might help to cut videos. So that the video creator maybe is also freely to use second 1 to 7 in the left window and then use the second 55 to 65 in the right window. And then I think about, okay, you have now 1 year time to present that all. What do? You need to program 2 programs in 2022. Yes, and then my idea was, okay, let's think about, we have a program which can sync videos very good and maybe a program which can cut videos for you automatically. Why don't make that to one? And that was exactly what I wanted to do. I built the DigitalDecorationPlayer. So what does the DigitalDecorationPlayer do? Here to the schematic structure of the idea, you have my website, dd-player.com, and you log in with your smartphone on the website and go to the remote control, and you can remote or control everything of your show, like the volume, the overlay, where the ghost can go from which window to which window, which windows are active, and so on. On the right side, we see 4 laptops, which are connected to the projectors. And the first thing, where's the difference to my old solution is that all videos are stored on dd-player.com. So none of the devices have the AtmosFX videos anymore. That is, in the first opinion for me, that is user-friendly, because you don't need to look that on every PC is every video. That is too much work. So how we do this, I want to show you how you can do something like that now in my presentation. So we switch to my website and we go to the toolbench and launch the tool DigitalDecorationPlayer. Then, first of all, if you are new to that tool, you go into the media pool, and on the media pool, you can select your videos which are stored on your main PC and unlock all AtmosFX videos which you have at home. And then you see I activated all of the videos which are available. At the moment available is Bone Chillers 1 and 2, Boo Crew, Eerie Eyes, Ghostly Apparitions 1 to 3, Legends of Halloween, Macabre Manor, Phantasms, Paranormal Passage, Trick and Treats, Witching Hour, and The Green Ghost from CM Studios. So if we move back to the dashboard, the first thing what we do now is start a new window show. So we click here on start and we should give our show a name, and that is Halloween 2023 test. Okay. So sometimes we need to reload the page, and now we find Halloween 2023 test here, and then we see there is no player inside, and then we jump to configuration. a new site will pop up. And here we see everything what we want to put into our show. So the first thing is we think about trauma protection. On default, avoid suicide is active. So some sets like Macabre Manor have scenes where they show suicide, and I want for children's protection that the player avoid that scene if possible. So the second thing is that you can check the language. So when you want to see the scenes in German, you can put it here. The next thing is what we need to do is our media player. So we see here, okay, which kind of scenes, which what we want to have in our video. And I think for starters, the sirens are very cool. So we activate all sirens, and okay, maybe the poltergeist is also cool. Oh no, we mark all of phantasms. That are 38 minutes of video time, and I think that's quite enough. So we save our media pool and pop it back into the place. And then we need to add a player. The first is we need to address the player a short name, something like window left. If we want, we can add as an overlay spider webs. I like that very much. And for the projection type, we need or we use window. The height of our window is 1 meter and the width is 2 meters. For my friends from the US, I'm working on that we can work with inches in the future, but at the moment only the metric system is in the tool available. Then we need to ask us, hey, do we want to have the projection from the rear or from the front? From the rear is when the projector is inside of the house, and from the front is if we put our windows from the front side. The window is horizontal and we have the windows on the ground floor. So add that to the show, yes. So that now we need a second player. We do that on the same window right. And now the height should be 1 meter and the width should be 1 meter. We want spider webs and add that to the show. Yes. So now you can see our two windows here on the bottom on the player list. They are all are connected to the ground floor. And what we want to do now are setting the connections. And very important for that is that you need to describe this for the show from the perspective of if you stand in front of your house. So we have the left window, we have the right window, and we need to act a connection. Direction is to the right on the left window. The target player is window right, and the distance between the two windows is 2 meters. Then we need to add another connection on the right player, and we say we want to switch to the left. So when the ghost is on the left side and move out of the window, the ghost should appear in the window left, and the distance is again 2 meters. Okay, save, save. Great. So show less, show less. So, and that is everything what you need to set up for the show now. So what you need now is 2 PCs for each window, one. And there you open up your browser, or you can maybe try it with Fire TV sticks or with Raspberry Pis. And for you to show how the scenery works now is we switch to another screen. I have two browser tabs open up, and now we start on each player with the URL dd-player.com/player. You see autoplay is not activated at the moment. Now it's active, and now you see here some codes, and that codes are now the codes which we needed. So we move back to our left screen from my perspective, and there you can read connect player with login code. So we click connect player with login code. So the first login code what we need to insert is SD5Y88. Okay, and on the second one is TGNUZZ. Okay, so switching back here, you will see now that the two windows are now have changed. They have loaded spider webs, how we do in our settings, and in the next 20 seconds the window should start already. Okay, there comes the first ghost, and we see, say, the grandma of phantasms. And if everything was quite right, here the window from the other window started with the next movie, so they're together. Okay, now the ghost disappears into nothing, and the next window starts again from here. That's the poltergeist. And you see the windows are very good in sync and works quite right. Moving on, which hardware do you need? Again, you can use a Fire TV sticks. I tested Fire TV sticks. They not work quite as well as desktop PCs or Raspberry Pis. I have the best results with laptops or mini PCs. And for my show, I bought 10 small, tiny PCs from ThinkPad, and I think that they will work very perfectly. So what you don't see in the small show which I showed you here was global reactions. There are some scenes which I programmed to be on global side. So maybe for the witch, when she have her seance, all windows will play Siren Ghosts if you have added Siren Ghosts in your show, and if the ghosts are appearing behind the witch, they will appear on the whole house. I think that's a very cool effect. The second thing is from Boo Crew. There is a scene where one of the ghosts run with a small lamp, and then the monsters are coming from the back, and also on that thing the monsters will appear on the whole house. When will the Digital Decoration Player be available? The Digital Decoration Player is available right now in open beta. There are no costs with that tool at the moment, so I just want to get user experience first of you. And yes, that is my goal for today's year. And thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, I hope to can provide you a very good answer in the comments. Feel free to ask everything, and I hope you understand what I want to tell you in that video. Thank you very much.